Highbury in 1973 was to be an early high point in a disappointing season for the Gunners. But they fared better than opponents Manchester United, who ended up being relegated.
So the ball gets rolling, the season is underway with Manchester United in their change strip of yellow shirts and blue shorts, defending the goal to our left. And there's Jerry Daly straight away. Martin and Anderson is after this, but McNabb should get there first, allowing it to go for the throw. Manchester United with a season of real crisis behind them, finishing 18th with relegation worries for so long. Arsenal, remember, finishing second last season. Here's Rice. Forward now for Kennedy, into the path of George Armstrong. And that was cut out nicely by Martin Buchan. Back to Alex Stepney. Good throw there to Morgan. So another throw to Arsenal. And McNabb taking it. Radford. Oh, that was a very strong challenge and an unfair challenge there by Holton, hacking away at Radford. He really hacked away at the Arsenal number 9 without too much chance of making contact with the ball. Simpson with the free kick. Charlie George coming for this one, dummying there, and Kennedy now! Yes! Ray Kennedy! 1-0 to Arsenal with less than 2 minutes gone. And really, it all began with the foul by Holton on Radford, giving that free kick, Simpson floating it in, a nice dummy by Charlie George, and Kennedy taking the rebound to hammer it past Alex Stepney. Deep towards Ray Kennedy. Ball is there as well. Touch back for Armstrong. Hit on the volley. Radford trying to get his head to it, but it was a little too low. Charlie George now to Radford. Can tee one up? And it won't quite go. Booted away there by Steve James when that looked like number 2, but Radford looks in exhilarating form at the moment. Price, but that's an easy one for Stepney. Price filling in very nicely in what those midfield situations for Arsenal. Buchan. George Graham back on his old ground. Rice. Ball. At the moment, absolutely no comparison at all between the Arsenal of last week and the Arsenal of this week. Daly there fouling Charlie George. And Daly is having his name taken, which I'm bound to say seems a little harsh to me. But his name goes into the book. So within 9 minutes of making his first appearance in the First Division, the young man from Ireland finds his name in the referee's book for the tackle on Charlie George. Price, ball. Charlie George. And there's Radford now taking up a position on that far side. Oh, and this is a chance now for Kennedy, but it's gone over. But he was offside. And I think Stepney is hurt with that collision with Ray Kennedy. They certainly thumped into each other, but there was no malicious intent about it for Kennedy. His eye was on the ball, hoping to flick it over Alex Stepney's head. Well, Tommy Docherty said that he was very satisfied with Manchester United's pre-season form. He says it always takes the first month with 2 games a week really to see what your side's going to be like. Stepney all right again. A free kick then to Manchester United. Morgan trying something dainty, and Charlie George was in to beat him. Kennedy back for Armstrong. On to Rice. Oh, he collected that well, Rice, because it looked as though Macari had a chance. Ball. That is Steve Birkinshaw over in the Arsenal dugout there applauding away. I think he must be well satisfied with the way that Arsenal are showing so much enthusiasm in this early part of the game. I suppose you might say at this stage of the season, if they don't show enthusiasm, when will they? Here's Rice again. Very good indeed, and a fine save by Stepney, and he gave away the corner. Arsenal making that extra man so well. Stepney did well there, and it's very often Rice who's making those galloping overlaps. Ball then with the corner again for Arsenal. Hit low, and Martin planting it behind for another one. Holton, rather Blockley again right in there, and that time it was McMartin getting it away. Kennedy. And now Macari for Manchester United. Morgan is up with him. Anderson is up as well. It's 3 against 3 at the moment as Price is hurrying to get back. Morgan. And that's Bob Wilson's, together with Rice. And Ball just keeping it in play. Plenty of good action here for the packed crowd at Highbury this afternoon, and another throw to Manchester United. And Steve Burtonshaw, the Arsenal coach on the left, worked so hard on the defence this last week after their mauling by the Wolves, and Brian Hornsby, the substitute in the middle. Straight to Armstrong. Macari coming to fetch something for himself, and then gives it to Charlie George. Armstrong back for George again. Hit beautifully! Really the minimum of effort and backlift there, and Charlie George rifled that one at Stepney. Graham now. Simpson. Throw to United. Jerry Daly to Mick Martin. Anderson is in there too, but straight at Wilson. Rice for Arsenal. James. Charlie George with the throw. George again. Deep towards Ray Kennedy. Price has got it again! Beautiful skills by Price, hitting it on the volley from an angle as sharp as that. Popping up in all the unexpected places. Really a player with a tremendous potential here at Arsenal. Rice with a header. Holton winning it in the air. Charlie George again. Now to Kennedy. Wide for Armstrong. Again Rice using the width of this pitch well. It'll come for Armstrong. First time there towards Radford. A beautiful header, just over. Armstrong, the instigator of so much. Here's Radford with a good header. Armstrong really the instigator of so much, and Rice causing a fair bit of havoc with some really good, positive running on the overlap for Arsenal. Daly, Graham. And offside given against Anderson. The whistle had gone and the referee was right. Although Morgan was onside, there was no doubt about it that Trevor Anderson was offside when that ball was played, coming back into an onside position though. So we're into injury time now at the end of the first half. Blockley with the free kick for Arsenal. As the whistle goes for half-time, Arsenal leading with a goal scored after only 2 minutes of the game by number 10, Ray Kennedy. The half-time score here at Highbury reads Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. Come back to the second half in just a couple of minutes. So welcome back then for the second half of Arsenal against Manchester United. Arsenal leading by that 1-0, and Arsenal now defending the goal to our left. Having looked the better side in the first half, and quite deservedly going in 1 goal to the good. A free kick for them. Which Alan Ball is going to take. Blockley, in fact, had made a tremendous late run in towards that area, and there's Blockley getting in against the crossbar. Well, that was very close indeed. Blockley puffing out his cheeks there in that area. Came so very close indeed, the number 5. Radford now. Crossed by him. And United really had a bit of full stretch to get that one away, but Macari. And now Radford again, and Arsenal really picking up where they left off. And there's another header by Stepney, or rather against Stepney by Kennedy. Price for Rice. Blockley. Radford again playing very wide, turning it in towards David Price, but now Manchester United in possession. Blockley's header. Ball filling in very nicely there to take it, and now with Armstrong. Rice. Kennedy off in pursuit of this one, but Tony Young should get there first. Crossed again there towards Radford, yes! Two nothing. And good play again by Kennedy. And the ball coming across for Radford, very invitingly indeed, to hook that one in. 2-0 to Arsenal. And Radford has made it 2-0. Manchester United now with their substitute on the field, Sammy McIlroy, on for Jerry Daly. There's McIlroy. McNabb with the throw. A push in the back by Martin on ball, and a free kick to Arsenal. David Price in a lot of space there. Chip towards Bob McNabb. And McNabb hustling in between two United defenders to get it again. And James nodding it away, but only as far as ball. Armstrong, and Arsenal now playing very skillfully indeed. McNabb again on the far side, getting in with the header. Radford trying to turn on it. And finally Buchan in desperation getting it away to Willie Morgan. Ball, George, and James getting it away again. But Arsenal now so dominant. Armstrong to Pat Rice. Radford on the far side wanting it in the air, but Holton winning that one. Macari. Morgan to Macari. Macari again. Or rather, Morgan. And Simpson belting that one into touch for a throw to Manchester United. Macari again. And a free kick to Manchester United. A foul by Simpson on Macari. Bertie Mee on the left of the picture in the sunglasses, not smiling, but I would think feeling quite happy. Morgan again. Across towards George Graham, and against the crossbar there by Graham. The nearest, by a long way, that Manchester United have come to a goal. Here's Morgan again, across the face of the goal this time, and a goal kick. Well, a goal then would have put Manchester United right back in it. George Graham, the former Arsenal player, hitting that crossbar. Holton's header. Rice. Unfair challenge by George on Steve James. Manchester United's free kick. Anderson nodding it on towards Mackay. Simpson covering up well for Arsenal. Buchan. Rice. Buchan again. George Graham sold a beautiful dummy on Alan Ball there. The pass now for Martin. Young with Morgan free on the right. Beautifully played there by Young for Morgan, and this could be very dangerous as the bodies pile in there. And a few boots were flying and the ball finishes up in the net, but nothing is given. Because there must have been an unfair foul, probably by Macari on Wilson. Free kick. In fact, it was thrown in the net. Well, Ball picking up that loose one very well indeed. On for Charlie George. Still with George. And a tremendous shot and a fine save. That really was magnificent football. The break by Ball, the dummy by George, and the shot and the magnificent save by Alex Stepney, which drew applause from both Manchester United and the Arsenal players. Good play again by Charlie George, but a truly world-class save there by Stepney, and a corner for Arsenal. Armstrong with it. Kennedy leading them all again. Morgan away to the safety of the stands. Tommy Kavanagh pointing out something, but Tommy Doherty is far too intently looking at the action. Price after him. But now it's with Willie Morgan. Martin. Buchan. Martin again. Oh, it opened up a bit for him there for a moment. Buchan again. And a header without really enough power there from McElroy. Charlie George. Kennedy taking possession with his ally up front. Radford away on the left here. The cross again by Radford as George goes in. Kennedy there too. And over the top by Alan Ball. Cry of Super Reds coming up from the North Bank, and Arsenal in patches have really looked in superb form this afternoon. Lockley and Simpson misunderstanding each other. Macari with a shot, yes! It's disallowed. It's disallowed. Well, he's disallowed that one. But even so, Alan Ball is furious with the muddle in that Arsenal defence. It can hardly have been for offside. It can only have been for pushing on an Arsenal defender, I would have thought. But whatever it was, well, it couldn't have been pushing because he's given an indirect free kick with his arm aloft. McNabb, who's had a fine game in defence. Simpson. And now Rice. Everybody's so eager to attack on this Arsenal side now. Armstrong and Radford. And Rice has gone on, and Buchan just got the foot to it to stop him. Well, I would have seen that the other way, that if anything, that was Willie Morgan backing in on McNabb. McNabb made a good contact with that ball, and it was only afterwards that his body met Willie Morgan's. And in all honesty, Bill Gow wasn't in exactly the right angle to spot that. Holton is up there and has stayed up. Martin pumping it back again. Anderson coming in with a header. Getting in very skillfully behind that Arsenal defence. But really coming in like that, could only have had a vague idea where the goal was and how far he was from it. Martin. Anderson. And a corner to Manchester United. Just 10 minutes to go now. Manchester United 2-0 down. Willie Morgan with the corner for them. And Holton getting it in. Anderson trying with the back heel. Oh, and he almost scored an incredible goal while he was on the ground. Sort of goal that no defence really could ever legislate for, with Anderson there sprawling on the ground, flailing his feet around and just turning it wide. Bob Wilson with the kick. Alan Ball to Charlie George. Martin. Again, that man Simpson is there. Macari again, and again Simpson is there, but this time it comes to McElroy. Macari again, and he's offside. Blockley very hard in on Macari after that whistle had gone. Arsenal a free kick. It's Ball to Kennedy. Charlie George. Pace really has flagged now, and I'm surprised it stayed as high as it has for so long in this tremendous heat. Ray Kennedy. Playing it through for Alan Ball again. Here's a chance for Ball. 3-0. With 3 minutes left, that close-knit work again on the edge of the area pays off for Arsenal as Alan Ball sneaks in and can almost choose his spot past Stepney. So just under 3 minutes left. Alan Ball makes it absolutely safe now for Arsenal. Kennedy pulled down there by Holton. Certainly it would be futile to condemn Manchester United on this one performance on the opening day of the season, but there were people last season who said that rather than their troubles being over when they avoided relegation, it could be that they were just beginning. They might be fairly near the truth. Radford, a beautiful jump again. McNabb. Radford down and injured. Charlie George going on. Still with George, and a good save by Stepney as it needed to be. And Stepney very sportingly nearly taking the head off one of our cameramen, so that Radford could get a bit of attention. Stepney thought that he had seen that Radford was in a bit of pain there. Very sportingly whacked it straight into touch so that Fred Street could come on and see to the Arsenal man. John Radford is going off. Radford, scorer of the second goal, who has looked in as good a form this afternoon as I can ever remember seeing him in an Arsenal shirt, hobbling off, getting a great round of applause from the Arsenal crowd, as I would think he most certainly deserves. And Brian Hornsby, this promising youngster that we saw last week against Wolves, who scored then, comes on. And he's on for precisely 3 seconds. And Arsenal go in with a very, very comfortable victory. There's Hornsby with a goal scored by number 8, Alan Ball, by number 9, John Radford, who's gone off, and by number 10, Ray Kennedy. So the full-time score here at Highbury is Arsenal 3, Manchester United 0.
England manager Don Revie was in attendance as a powerful Liverpool side, featuring players like Emlyn Hughes and Kevin Keegan, were the opponents in this match from 1975. Arsenal proving once again how strong they were in front of their own fans at Highbury.
An Arsenal kick-off, attacking the goal to our right. Red shirts with white shorts. Liverpool, of course, in their change strip of white shirts with black shorts. Here's Brian Hall. Arsenal, who've already beaten Liverpool at Anfield, which could well go down as one of their best performances of the season so far. They won it 3-1, and Alan Ball scored a couple, and Liverpool out of the cup and now desperate for every point they can get, even on a very difficult pitch like this. One would hope that they attack a lot. The advantage played by the referee there because Keegan was clearly pushed, but in the end there was no advantage to Highway. Here's Phil Thompson playing it now for Alec Lindsay. Again in towards Keegan, a small man who might keep his balance a little better than most here. Callaghan now. Phil Neal, man they bought from Northampton Town, and Story back, as you'd expect, in a deep defensive position and not being as positive as he usually is. Jimmy Rimmer. Scored 2 goals at Anfield, and indeed a goal at Coventry last week. Lindsay. And Keegan, the ball just in play. Strong challenge again by Simpson. And a fair one. Highway will take the throw for Liverpool. Here's Keegan. That looked like a little nudge in the back of Keegan, and it was right on the edge of the box, and Keegan is saying, you could probably see him there to the referee, I was pushed. But it's a throw no more for Liverpool, and here's Keegan again. A deft little flick over his head there, and now Cormac with a shot just wide. Cormac wears the number 5, but loves nothing more than to spring from midfield and have shots at goal like that. Nice deft work by Keegan, a little flick on, and it was just wide of that far post. Offside against Keegan. Arsenal's free kick. Pat Rice will take it. Hit firmly towards Kidd, in fact too firmly, but it goes off a Liverpool defender. No danger to them. Toshek taking rather a rough handling there. If anything, I suppose that's the first time that Harold Davey hasn't played the advantage to perfection. Now Cormac, in fact, not taking it from the right position, and the referee absolutely right on that occasion as well. But he has played the advantage so well, Harold Davey. A free kick then to Liverpool, but by now Arsenal have got everybody back behind the ball, bar Brian King. Hughes with the free kick. Hit again, inevitably towards Toshek, gets in there. McNabb having trouble getting it away. Toshek gets it in again. Lindsay with the shot just over. Again, the threat of Toshek in the air, setting it all up again. When the ball came out to him, he had a shot. That was only half cleared, And Lindsay had, if anything, an even more powerful shot, and that just cleared the crossbar. Lindsay scored 3 times this season. Nearly made it 4. A long one away there by Matthews. He turned around there. He was going to ruck the referee no end there. He thought the free kick was Liverpool's way, but the referee felt that Toshak was in fact backing in on Mancini. So anger turned to that super smile. Kidd winning it in the air, but only to the convenience of Cormac. Toshak. Onside is Keegan, but he couldn't get the better of Simpson, although Keegan claims that that was handball by the Arsenal number 6. Matthews now. Thompson to Cormac. Keegan is offside at the moment, but it's with Toshak. It's all right now. So too is Brian Hall, but so too was Peter Simpson for Arsenal. Oh, that wasn't a good pass, though. Here's Neil, played forward firmly. There could be some dodgy areas and some dodgy things happening on the edge of these penalty areas, where the ball is getting stuck quite a bit. Rice, good pass there for Ball, and nicely taken by him. Played first time here for Matthews. It'll come back for Ball again, as that was the intention, but a foul by Phil Thompson gives Arsenal a free kick. So it's with Ball. Played in again towards Brian Kidd. Story is in there too. Now Toshak. Story up there. Now Brady. Chance to cross in towards Kidd. Played back for Armstrong. Off it now. Ball. Yes, and a goal. 1-0 to Arsenal. So Alan Ball does it again. He killed off Liverpool up at Anfield. He scored last week at Coventry, and this week, in many ways, a very similar goal, as the ball comes across to him, and from a very narrow angle indeed, he manages to thread it home. 1-0 to Arsenal. So Ball now takes his tally up to 8, and Arsenal get the first vital breakthrough. Arsenal's ball. Now that's plenty for the crowd to shout about. Cormac, Callaghan, and now Rice with Highway after him. Now it's with Armstrong. Hughes getting in first and getting in fairly. Lindsay playing it forward. Ball. Well, Lindsay went in hard there, so too did Hughes, in spite of a knock in the back, and he found Brian Hall. Here's Highway. Keegan in there. And now it's with Brady. Ball screaming for the ball in the middle of the field. And finally getting it. McNabb. Well, there really has been quite a comeback for Alan Ball this season. Comeback for Alan Ball this season. I know Don Revie was so impressed the last time he saw him play here, and in fact brought him into the England squad for the Portugal game. And Ball has done a lot to impress Don Revie today as well. McNabb forward for Kidd. Brady wanting it, Matthews right up there. Oh, absolutely caught in the mud. But that wasn't, and that goes beautifully straight to Highway for Liverpool now. Deep towards Toshak. Oh, and that was a nice header by Toshak too, because he knew Hall was behind him. Keegan right in there. Oh, and Mancini got that one away. What a jump by Keegan, though. Played back again for Callaghan. And now it's with Lindsay. Both sides really setting about these conditions and really trying their best to conquer them. And for the most part succeeding. Here's Hall again for Liverpool. Played it again towards Keegan, and that time it goes behind for the goal kick. So Mancini did well deep in defence there for Arsenal, but it was also a tremendous header at the far post by Kevin Keegan. So Rimmer with the kick for Arsenal. Thompson winning that one in the air. There's Lindsay. And an offside. Playing this offside well, Arsenal. And maybe it's a gamble that's worth playing a little more in these conditions, because it's so difficult for players to run when they do get clear. A push by Kidd and a free kick to Liverpool. In injury time at the end of the first half. Arsenal have not beaten Liverpool here since 1970, but they're this one priceless goal in the lead. As the whistle goes for half-time, and Don Revie goes away, impressed, I would have thought, with the way both sides have tackled these difficult conditions, and impressed above all by the verve and the energy yet again by that number 8, Alan Ball, the man who's put Arsenal into the lead. But a half-time score here at Highbury reads Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Highbury then. Liverpool have changed into some nice clean white shirts, and now we'll be attacking the goal to our right. In fact, they've had a good record in London so far this season. They've won twice, at Chelsea 3-0, and at Queen's Park Rangers 1-0. But here they are, this one goal down. Now Armstrong. Callaghan's header. Simpson coming in fast. Well, he waited, and Brady had all the brashness really of his youth to take it off the experienced campaigner. Matthews, what a good game he's had, and McNabb now sending Story on his way. Nice little ball there, played for Bob McNabb. There's the cross again. Oh, and Clements was in all sorts of trouble. Ball with the shot just over. And it was deflected there by a Liverpool defender. And it's another corner for Arsenal, and Ball getting in on the end again of that Arsenal move. Left foot shot that time. A deflection that sends it over. Ball with the corner. Towards Brian Kidd. And Brady with the shot just wide. Much better stuff by Arsenal. For the first half hour of the game, it looked as though they could hardly raise a shot. And now, certainly as Liverpool start to come forward, they are beginning to exploit one or two little gaps in defence. And there's the man who's doing the organising for them, Alan Ball. Rice making no bones about that sort of clearance. Kidd having quite a maul there with Hughes. Again, good refereeing, playing the advantage, although in the end there was none for Arsenal. Highway. Can he get the better of Rice? It's still with Highway. This could be very dangerous. Oh, and Rimmer did so well. Highway, one of those lovely runs of his, and he tried to thread it past Rimmer, and Rimmer was down on it like a flash. Ball down and injured, and now it's now for Matthews. A penalty. Lindsay brings down Matthews. The referee has no hesitation. And Alan Ball, who's at the far end of the field, is the man who normally takes the penalties. I wonder if he's fit enough to. There's Ball. Matthews went through and was pulled down by Lindsay. Now, could Ball make it his second goal and the second for Arsenal? Can he beat Ray Clements? This could be the killer goal, and the responsibility is with Ball and Clements. Yes! 2-0! As cool as you like. Up steps Ball. Arsenal 2, Liverpool 0. Well, the goals keep coming, but it's the work that Alan Ball has done right across the field for Arsenal this afternoon that has really been as responsible as anything for Arsenal's happy position at the moment. So Toshak and Liverpool now with so much to do. McNabb getting it away. Neil heading it down neatly here for Callaghan. A little touch on that time. And it's a throw for Liverpool, who won this game last year 2-0 when Emlyn Hughes scored and John Toshak scored the goals. And there's a quite simple catch by Jimmy Rimmer. Not too many happy days this season for Bertie Mee up on the left there, but this must at the moment be one of them. Arsenal want to bring on their substitute, Trevor Ross, his first game in league football. He's played in a friendly, and Alan Ball, the hero with both these goals, and we felt before half-time that he had a chest pain. Somewhere on his ribcage, he goes off. Ross comes on, but just listen to the applause for Ball. Cormac, stopped by Mancini, and here's Ross. Armstrong. Ross is available for him. Oh, well, he got a bit excited there. Manchester lad, or at least a Lancashire boy. Played in 1 or 2 friendly games on the continent for Arsenal, but this is his first league go. Had a couple of chances to cross that. Throw given. Well, I thought Liverpool might be tempted to bring on their substitute Phil Boersma, who's a good, strong attacking player. The sort of player they need. There's Boersma at the back in the tracksuit, and they need goals so badly at the moment. 2-0 down. Ross beating Cormac there, finding Kidd. Now Liverpool again through Callaghan. Hall is right up there with him. Toshak is up ahead of him. And there's McNabb. Lindsay. Rice. Ross. Played for Armstrong. Ross again. Controlled that well. What a good piece of play, young Trevor Ross there. Armstrong now can measure this cross. Brady is going in there. Kidd is there too. Here's Brady. There's the shot. Oh, and it's chucked over. Well, it was Trevor Ross, the youngster, who started that. Started that with that little pass to Armstrong. The cross came over and they were in all sorts of trouble until Brady put it over. So mark there certainly in favour of Trevor Ross. Simpson. Free kick to Arsenal. Just under 20 minutes to go. Hughes doing well. Lindsay, Keegan, and Highway. Rode a couple of challenges very well there. Cormac, good pass here for Neil. Toshak's in there. Mancini's with him. Did well, Toshak. Oh, my goodness, that very nearly was pushed in by Brian Hall. In fact, it's a corner. Came off the Arsenal defender who was close with Hall. Good piece of play by Toshak near the byline. Powerful cross. And it's a corner. So Hall now with the corner for Liverpool. Out towards Neil. Everybody jumping now, and Cormac hitting the crossbar. Highway turning it back in, and Mancini getting it away. Lindsay turns it in again, and Arsenal were very nearly beaten there. As the ball goes into touch. Cormac against the crossbar. Very unlucky indeed. Highway very nearly turned it back in. And it's still 2-0. Cormac for Liverpool. Callaghan stretching himself to get to this one. Story and McNabb are backing off him, but it's towards the near post and it's no danger. McNabb. Neil turning it in. Hughes has gone right in there, but Simpson and McNabb can get it away. Here's Simpson. Kidd. Played on for Brady. Got Story away on the left. And he's got Brady on the right there. Played back for Armstrong. Hit! Oh, what a good save by Clements. Corner. Liverpool claiming that the linesman was flagging for offside. The referee will have none of it. A beautiful shot there by Armstrong and well tipped over by Ray Clements. So here's the corner. Armstrong will take it. Kidd's there with a header, and this time there's no problem. Neil. Cormac. To Neil. Hall into the path of Neil. Now is this a chance for Liverpool to pull one back? Neil! Oh, what a save by Rimmer! What a great surging run that time by the young Liverpool number 2, Phil Neal, the man they bought from Northampton. He's not scored since he joined the Anfield club, and he could hardly have come closer then. Great save by Rimmer. Here's Callaghan with the cross again, and that time Rimmer making a nice save. By his standards there, a comparatively easy catch. Well, that'll give Armstrong a chance to sparkle again as the pass comes in here now for Brady. Still with Brady, but there are white shirts back now. It's so much more difficult. Nab coming up to support, and he won't have time to do that. The whistle has gone, and two sides have shown that these sort of conditions can be conquered. And Arsenal have shown they've got a lot of spirit in them still. And John Matthews, the man there, the number 4 for Arsenal, has played as well as anybody in this side. A youngster with a tremendous future. A great battle all afternoon between Mancini and Toshak. And the fellow, of course, who in the end was the difference between the two sides, not on the field at the moment, scorer of both the Arsenal goals, Alan Ball, one in the first half and a penalty in the second half. Applause all around Highbury for the whole Arsenal side, not least for Jimmy Rimmer there, who brought off 1 or 2 tremendous saves, as indeed did Ray Clements. And that's where Jimmy Rimmer's going now, the handshake of the goalkeepers. A fine afternoon's football at Highbury, which leaves us with a final scoreline that reads Arsenal 2, Liverpool 0.